Hey everyone, it's me again, and today I'm going to be telling you Brencele's story. So before I get into this story, I want to note that if I ever get a rabbit again, I would most definitely do this very different. I would adopt. I would not put them in the same kind of enclosure I did, and they would have a much better life than Brencele started out with. But I had some requests to do this video, and so today I wanted to do it for you. So about 3 years ago, I wanted a dog, and so I asked my mom if I could get a dog, and she said no. And I was expecting a no, but I was, for some reason, really hoping that she would say yes. But anyway, she said she would consider a rabbit, though. And at first, I was like, no way. I don't want a bunny. I want a dog. But then, after, seriously, a few minutes, I was like, I changed my mind. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll get a bunny. And so, I really didn't do much research at all, which I definitely regret because I totally should have done way more research before I got a bunny, but I didn't. So I found a breeder, and like I said, at the time I didn't know anything, so I did a lot of things wrong. So don't go about getting a rabbit the way I did. Do not do that. I have a video on where's the best place to get a rabbit. If you're thinking about getting a bunny, I definitely recommend you watch that video. But anyway, so I contacted him, and he said he had like 200 rabbits. I'm not even kidding, he did. And we finally built a hutch. It had a wire floor, which I actually, one of my previous videos was about that, and wire floors actually aren't good. At the time, again, I didn't know that, but most of it was wire, and then part of it was wood. And so we built the hutch and got some stuff. I got like 1 or 2 toys and like a water bottle. You know, I really didn't have much. And so the day came when I got to go pick her up, and so we drove out to the guy's house, and we drove out to his yard because obviously the rabbits were outside. And these rabbits were in terrible living conditions. So they were in probably 2 foot by 2 foot cages. So they were very, very small. Like 3 or 4 rabbits crammed into one of those little tiny cages. Again, wire bottom floors, and I'm very against that now, which is why I'm saying it so much. But yeah, very bad living conditions. It was stinky, it was dirty, it was just really gross. 1 or 2 of the rabbits had actually gotten out and were just free kind of in the yard. He didn't really care that much. So he was selling these rabbits for pets up until a certain date, and then most of them he would kill for meat and sell them for meat. And I was like horrified when I heard this, and I was like, no, that's so sad. And so anyway, we looked through, there was tons of different breeds, and we came back to Brencele's cage, and at the time, obviously none of them had a name. So we came to Brencele's cage, and she was with like 3 other bunnies, I think. And they are Harlequin mixes, and a Harlequin is a rabbit that has like a perfect like straight line down their face, like dividing the 2 colors. So for instance, they'll have black on this side and like a orange on this side, and then up here this ear would be orange, and then this would be black. It's really, really pretty, and then their back has like stripes. But Brencele was a little less perfect than the other ones. There's one that was really pretty close to perfect, and it was pretty, and it was actually a little bit bigger than Brencele, But I liked Brencele. For some reason, she just felt like the rabbit. And the funny thing is that when I went there, I originally wanted an albino rabbit, so a white New Zealand rabbit, because that's what my mom had when she was a kid. But I saw them and they were really cute, but Brencele just seemed like the right bunny for me. I just really wanted her, and so I decided on her. And I did want a female because I didn't want a boy. I wanted to be able to do it all girly and stuff. So I did get Brencele. All the bunnies in her cage were girls, because he had the males and the females separated. So I got Brencele. Her nails were kind of long, so we did clip them when we got home. But yeah, so anyway, he gave me some, like a bag of some hay. I'm not sure what kind it was. Just some random grass hay, I assume. And then like a little container of pellets to start me off with. And he basically told me that they can eat about anything, obviously not meat and bread and stuff, but about any veggies or fruits except for cabbage, and iceberg lettuce. Cabbage and iceberg lettuce, but I think he really emphasized the iceberg lettuce, like, that'll kill them. Like, okay. Now, I still am not totally sure about the cabbage and iceberg lettuce. I know some people feed their bunnies cabbage and they're totally fine with it. However, I know that it can cause gas. So I'm not sure about that. If you want to feed cabbage, you need to do your own research on that. However, the iceberg lettuce is just mostly water. There's really no nutritional value, so there's no real reason to feed it to your rabbit. I'm not sure if it will kill them or not, but you really don't have a reason to feed it to them. So anyway, she was only like $12, and I was expecting it to be about $30. He didn't specify the price over the phone or anything. So she was only $12, and I was really surprised, but very happy. And so I got her, and the cage I brought her home in is the cage that I still have. It's the small one I have out in the shed that I use if I need to put her in there for just like a few minutes while I'm moving her to the garage or something. And I brought her home in that, and then we moved her into the hutch, and she was very scared. Like I said, we did clip her nails because they were long, and she was very scared, so she mostly just hid in her enclosed space. It was all wood, so it was like covered, and she felt safer in there. And it took a while for me to get her used to me, and also for me to get used to her, because when I first got her, I was actually kind of scared of her, to be totally honest. And you may think it's very funny, but I was, so it took a while for us to really understand each other. So this video is already kind of longer than I intended it to be, so if you want to hear a see a video on how I bonded with her, you can let me know, and I may be able to do that. But I have been getting quite a few requests for videos, so if I don't get to your request immediately, I'm so sorry, but it's just kind of a lot to keep up with. Sometimes when I film a video, it doesn't turn out quite like I wanted it to, so I have to try again, and it all just takes a while. So if I don't get you to your request immediately, I'm very sorry. I will try to get to you eventually. But I hope you guys enjoyed hearing Brencele's story. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you very soon.